Hi guys, welcome to another Inkscape video tutorial in which we are going to discuss about drawing with the pen tool. So let's take a look at the pen tool and how to use it to draw and modify artwork in the Inkscape. So in this video what I did is I have created 4 objects that you can use to practice with the pen tool and then to go into the highest order of difficulty from very simple, which is the house, which is very simple, which consists of almost all straight lines, and then to the cloud, which has one straight line and there are few curves, to the leaf, which is made up of 4 curves, one of which changes direction, and then there are also a few corners in here, and then at last the musical note has a little bit of everything. So all of these things are consist on a layer which is called source. So I'm gonna go into the layers, and then you can see all of these objects are into the source, and I have reduced the opacity, and I already created another drawing, another layer which is called drawing. So what I want to do is I would use this source as a shadow and I would lock it so without disturbing this layer, and I'm gonna draw these objects into the drawing layer. But to focus on the drawing, what I want to do is I want to hide the boundary boxes for these objects. So for that, I'm going to go into the selector tool. I'm going to double click on it to go into the preferences. And then here into the selector tool, into the preferences, as you can see per object selection queue, which I want to uncheck, I want to go with the none. And then I'm going to close the preferences box. Okay, so what I want to do is, like, before moving to the drawing, I just want to show you. Let's go into the pen tool first. I'm gonna go into the pen tool, and when I went into the pen tool, you can see these are the most famous options which you are gonna use. The first one is create regular Bezier path. This is the one which you would use a lot, and then the second is create spiral path, then create B-spline path, create a sequence of straight line segments, and then paraxial line segments. Okay, so if I would go into the nodes, edit paths by nodes, and then here into the show path outline tool, if I'm going to select this, and if I would just select the curve of this cloud, then you can see, like, if I'm going to select any corner here, you can see here. So this curve consists of 4 different things. There are one node, second node, and third node, and fourth node. So this one curve is consisting of 4 things. So these are the nodes. So these are rather called handle. So if I'm going to rotate these handles, so what I can do is I can just change the shape of the curve, as you can see. Or if I'm going to press it, expand it, it's going to increase the size. And these nodes. So if I'm just going to hold the node, then what I can do is I can just change the size and I can change the shape. Okay, but I'm not gonna go into changing this. I don't want to change anything here. Okay, so before moving to a drawing layer, what I want to do is I want to lock this source layer. So I'm gonna go into the source layer and then lock it because I don't want to change anything here. So whatever I want to do is I want to do into the drawing layer. So right now I'm into the drawing layer, and what I can do is I can go and I can choose pen tool. And then before going to the pen tool, what I want to do is I want to draw this house. So I want to press Z on my keyboard to zoom, and then I would zoom this house. Okay, and now I'm gonna go into the pen tool, and then I'm gonna start from here. So let's say I want to start it from here, and then I can stretch this. If I would just move the cursor here and there, so it's kind of rubber. So I can just move it in any direction, wherever the direction I want. And if I want to create a vertical line or horizontal line, so I need to hold the control because I want this line to be horizontal. Then I'm gonna click here. Then I want a vertical line. Again, I'm gonna hold the control key on my keyboard. Then again here. Okay, so at these last 2 points, because I'm not going to draw the horizontal or vertical lines, so that's why I don't need to hold the control key. I'm just going to click here, and then if I'm going to bring it back to the original node from where I started the drawing, then it's gonna turn red, so it means it's gonna close the loop. So yes, this is what I want, so I'm just gonna click it here. So look at that. In this way, what I can do is I can build my home, or if you want, you can change the colors. Whatever color do you want? But in this way, what you can do is I just completed my home, so which is basically consist of only straight lines. Now what I can do is I would like to press 5 key on my keyboard because I want to see the whole page view. So I already told you these shortcut keys and tools, zoom, how you can use into the previous videos. Hi guys, sorry for distraction, but if you think my videos are helpful and if you are a serious Inkscape learner, then I'm gonna recommend you can go into the description of this video where you would find my course link where I have over 7 hours of Inkscape videos. In every video, I explain each and every individual tool with an example as well. Moreover, if you want to collaborate, if you have some kind of projects or assignment and you want to connect, feel free to contact me with my email, which is also given into the description. Thank you. So let's try some curves with a cloud. So there are different theories and techniques for drawing Bezier curves. Some people like to carefully place each node and pull each handle as they draw a path to make every curve just right as they go. But there are some other people who just concentrate on getting the nodes in the right place quickly, and then they just adjust the handles to fit the curve. For me, I am somewhere in between. I like my first effort to fairly close, but I find it quickest and easiest to just something down and then canvas and then we can adjust it. So let's start. We can follow the curves and then we can draw our cloud. So I'm gonna go into the pen tool again. And there are different options, like if I am gonna use the create spiral path, maybe this could be so easy, but I want to go with this Bezier path. So what I need to do is I just need to press my mouse button and then drag it till a little bit high and then release it here like that. And then I can go wherever I want to drop my second node. Let's say here. And after pressing the mouse button, I need to hold it and then I can expand and create my handles. And before releasing, what I need to do is I just need to press shift key and hold it, and then even without releasing the shift key and without releasing the mouse button, I need to go upside. And then first I need to release the mouse key and it's gonna expand my handle, and then I need to release the shift key. Okay, I have released the shift key. Now I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna create another node. Now again I would press my mouse key and then stretch, make a handle, and then without releasing the mouse key, I would hold the shift key and then going back. Now release first the mouse key and then release the shift key. So quickly in this way I can make whatever the curves I want. Okay, then next same I would follow the same thing. We can set these curves by the handles later. Okay, now because I want to draw a straight line, so I would use a command which is Shift L, and then after that what I can do is I can just create a straight line. Let's say till here. Okay, and after that now again I want to go and make a curve. So what I want is I want to go back into the curve. So I need to press another command which is Shift U. So in that way I can go into curve command again. And then here I can create my curve. I had to create in a different way, sorry. but I guess I can make it. I can just rotate it by playing with the handles. Okay, then I'm just gonna quit it here. Okay, so what I want to do is now I am still in the pen command, so I can press N because I want to play with the handles and nodes. I had to made one more node here, then it could be easy. But okay, this is just showing you quickly how I can do this. So look at that. I can just move my nodes. I don't know why the display is a bit slow. So what I can do is I can just move my nodes wherever I want to move. And if I want to change like that, I can just play with the handles. So the Inkscape have some problem. The display is not so quick. So I can change the shape of the nodes as I want, wherever I want. So like this. So in this way, what I can do is I can just create whatever the shape I want. And if you would spend time, then you would be getting good with time to time. As the Inkscape have some problems, so might be the display is not recorded very accurately because even I was not unable to see it very real time. So, but you already got the technique how you can create the curves. Okay, then I am gonna go back because I want to finish this curve. Okay, so there are some tips which I want to give you before finishing this video. What you can do is again I can come back into the pen tool, and let's say I want to start my node from here, but wrongly I placed it here. And now what you can do is, like, if you can just play with the arrow keys on your keyboard, and then you can just nudge these nodes wherever you want, like that, as you can see here. Okay, and then let's say I want to draw a second node here, but by mistake I have drawn here, then here, then here, then here. And if I want to go back, what you can do is you can just press backspace on your keyboard, so it's gonna remove the last node, as you can see. And if you want to start it from the start again, what you can do is you can just press escape, so the first node is also gonna be moved. Okay, so to conclude this video, I would say, like, in this video we have learned how we can use pen tool in Inkscape. And if you are new to drawing Bezier paths, so practice is your main key. So what you need to do is you need to spend time tracking objects and focusing on where to place the nodes at the corners and where the shapes of curves changes. And remember, the node tool is your friend. You can use it to the reshape different kind of paths, and then you can make them exactly wherever you want to have them. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe to support this channel, where you are gonna find a lot of videos and tutorials. And if you are a serious learner, I am gonna highly recommend you can go into the description of this video and you can find my course link, where I have over 5 hours of videos in which I have explained each and every tool in a very detailed video with an example as well. And if you have some projects or assignments or tasks, feel free to write me on my email, which is also given in the description. Thank you.